Hi everyone, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I'll be saving my energy for tomorrow and staying off camera. That said, I'm still incredibly excited about our speaker today. Before we get started, please drop your city and state in the chat. I'd love to see where everyone's tuning in from. Fun fact, this entire video was created using AI. Yep, I didn't even record it live. And because I'm such a fan of AI tools, I've decided to host a free class for everyone registered to show you how to use AI to grow your business. You can sign up at www.newyearnewyouconference.com. Now, without further ado, let me introduce our amazing speaker of the day.
DeShonda Jennings, known as the Accountability Catalyst, is a motivational force in the coaching world, inspiring clients to stop making excuses and take action toward their business dreams. Her relatable and non-judgmental approach creates a safe and supportive environment for clients to discover their unique gifts and turn them into legitimate businesses. As a family care business owner, childcare coach, international speaker, and best-selling author, DeShonda's diverse background reflects her grace and determination. Raised in Kenbridge, Virginia, she developed an early passion for children, which inspired her to establish DJ Shining Stars Preschool, a shining example of excellence in family childcare. Beyond her childcare business, DeShonda coaches childcare professionals, small business owners, and career changers, helping them build thriving, sustainable businesses. Her books and public speaking engagements further empower families and business owners, transforming early childhood education and leaving a lasting impact on countless lives. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. DeShonda Jennings.
Hello, y'all. Welcome. While we just getting started, go ahead. I know y'all probably already did it, but let's do it one more time for those coming in. Drop your city and state below. Let's get started. Y'all, my name is Dr. DeShonda Jennings. I am a wife, 27 years, about to hit 28. I am a mom of 7. I have 5 amazing grandkids. I've also been featured on major platforms like Fox, NBC, CBS, Fox News, all of the above. I've been on many podcasts. I've been featured in major news articles to include Richmond Times-Dispatch, Washington Post, U.S. News and World, and y'all, I am also the proud owner of a 6-figure home-based childcare business, right? I've also had the opportunity to do major influence collaborations with people like Dr. Cheryl Wood, Les Brown, Queen Brooklyn Tankard, and so many more, y'all. 2023, I was one of the top 20 author all-stars with Book Profits Club. 2024, I received the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, as well as an honorary document humanitarian. However, y'all, I have not always been the Dr. DeShonda that you see here today. Before I go back and tell y'all how I got here, I want to tell you the title of my talk. It's called Breaking Through Bankruptcy to Create Your Legacy. I always like to say breaking barriers to create legacy. Just like my voice today, y'all. That's a barrier. Side note, I don't know what's been going on with the voice, but I know it's people that I need to impact, and that's probably why it's coming in and out. But if I can go back and give you a little bit of my backstory. Who can remember what they were doing in August of 2019? If you can remember, go ahead, raise your hand in the chat box, throw a thumbs up. I can remember. Go ahead and type it. I can remember. If you can remember what you were doing in August of 2019. I know some of us got to think. I'm going to give y'all a minute. Let's go ahead and think. Y'all, I remember August of 2019 just like it was yesterday. That was one of the most challenging times in my life. I know I've been through a lot of other things. I got through that. But in 2019, I found myself feeling like I was going through depression. I found myself, honestly, not even wanting to go to work. Like every time my alarm clock would go off, I would hit snooze. It'll go off, I hit snooze again. I remember even feeling like I let me down. I remember feeling like I let my kids down. I remember living check to check. I don't know who brave enough to put that in the comment. Raise your hand. I mean, I know we talking millionaires now. I got a lot of millionaires, but who can be honest enough to remember what check to check is like? Who can remember that? I remember waiting for payday to payday. I remember my bank accounts honestly being more negative than positive. And that was one of the most hardest times in my life in 2019. I remember that even during that time, I was operating as if I was a single parent with kids. No fault of my own, but that happened in 2019. I had to file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy just to save my home. I don't know how many homeowners on here watching this. If you're a homeowner, go ahead and drop their home in the chat. You know, I bought my home back in 2010, but I remember in 2019, about to lose it, y'all. So I had to do a Chapter 13 just to save the home. I remember feeling embarrassed, ashamed. Like, you know, I don't know where y'all from, but where I'm from, we don't talk about bankruptcy. Like, that's an embarrassing situation. You know, all in. But anyway, let's move forward. If I get emotional, remember, because it's my story that I'm telling, because that was a hard part in my life. Once again, having a full-time job. Once again, barely making it, check to check, feeling like I let my kids down. They wanted to do this, wanted to do that. We can't do it. Maybe next time. How many of y'all know that God has a way of doing things? And I always get tickled, right? God is so amazing, y'all. Who can remember 2020? Not even months after I was going through that time in my life. I remember 2020, we got faced with a global pandemic. For me, my kids' school was closed. Everything had to do virtual. And that gave me like a bridge. It gave me a relief. I was in this bankruptcy, but now my kids is forced out of school. So I took a LOA. And when I tell y'all, when I was home, during that time when kids was forced to be home with virtual learning, God downloaded some things in me, y'all. I developed a framework called L.A.U.N.C.H. Now today I want to share with you that how that 6-step framework, not one, it didn't only just get me out of the bankruptcy, right? It, fast forward, made me the DeShonda that you see here before you today. It made me to create a solid 6-figure business that since 2020, I've been hitting that 6-figure plus mark year after year after year. And that's why I am so passionate about sharing with moms like me, women like me, how you can break through barriers and create your legacy. Let's go ahead and jump into it. If y'all ready for the framework, go ahead and put ready in the chat. All right, come on, let me see some readies. So basically what that framework did for me, y'all, it changed my whole entire life. Not only was I able to call the attorney back and say, hey, I no longer need the bankruptcy. They was like, are you sure? You know, once you do this, all the credit is going to come after you. Yes, I am sure. This framework helped me to call back and say, I no longer need the Chapter 13 bankruptcy. It saved my home. It helped me to launch that 6-figure home-based childcare business. Remember back in the day, I did it before. It wasn't sustainable. I didn't hit 6 figures. I went back to corporate. But with this framework, y'all, it's going to help you regardless of where you're going. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down this framework. Launch. L is leverage your strength. A, access the situation. U, understand the path. N, navigate the challenges. And H, harness the power of faith. That is so most important. So what it looks like, L is the first thing you need to recognize, leveraging your strengths. What strengths do you have? I know for me, I've always worked with kids. You know, I'm that former Girl Scout troop leader. I was also a PTA president, so I love working with kids. I also did youth ministry at a church back in the day. I was the youth ministry leader. So I leveraged that strength of working with the children, not just as a mom, but always having that love for children. Leverage your strength. What is it that you're good at? I challenge you, if you like, I don't really know what my strength is. I challenge you to go ahead and let's take an inventory of it. Take an inventory at all the things that you're good at, or all the things that people have told you that you're good at. Take a list of it. Next, you need to access the situation. Remember, in my situation that got me into that bankruptcy before I can even begin to build my legacy is I had more debt, what I thought, than income. So for me, what I did is I accessed my situation. What were some of the things that I were doing? Like, was I spending $100 eating out? Is that what caused my bank accounts to go in the negative? Is that what caused me to live check to check? So access your situation. Take a look at it. It almost like how you said, like, write the vision, make it plain. Write it out. Like, where am I at? Where do I want to go? What things do I need to eliminate? What leads me right into, even with accessing the situation. If you at a point right now and you're like, hey, I know that I am called to be greater, access your situation. What people do you need to connect with that can help get you there? What people do you need to disconnect with? And don't feel bad about it. Sometimes you got to disconnect with people. Like, if they're not giving you value, you giving them value, then what is the purpose of us being connected? Right? So access that situation, and whatever choice you make, be okay with it. Next thing, you want to understand the path forward. What that looked like. My path was I had to have confidence. I had to be bold. I had to know the things that I'm good at, no matter what, right? Like I say, I've always had the gift of leadership, and I've always had the gift of working with children. What better way to bridge it together? Even my background as an accountant. So it wasn't hard for me to start that business and then take my gifts, my skill sets, and wrap it all together. Next thing you do, navigate the challenges. Y'all, even on today as I speak, my voice is not 100%. That's a challenge. I could have been like, you know what? I can't talk. I can't share this framework because I sound hoarse. Navigate the challenges, but I'm going to still get on here. I drank some water before I started talking, and I'm going to keep on talking. And I know that everybody that needs to hear this framework to take them to the next level, they're going to hear it. So what are the challenges? It may be a challenge, like for me, I'm a mom, right? And I know this is pre-recorded. And one of the challenges was I still got kids in the house. Finding a quiet spot, like finding a place to record. Record, stop, pause it, record all over it. That's a challenge. I have a chime. Even in the middle of the first recording, y'all, they opened up the front door. My chime went off. So I had to stop. Because I didn't want y'all to hear front door. So it's going to be challenges. But don't look at those challenges as a roadblock. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to y'all. So don't look at those challenges as a way to say, okay, I can't do it because of that. Even with this recording, scoop it out for us, y'all. I don't know, where's that? Where you at? If you had snow, go ahead and drop me some snowflakes in the chat. We had snow when I came back from Ghana. We got snow now. But anyway, that's a challenge because the kids were here. They were up. I was running my business. How am I going to do this recording? Can't do it late at night. The boys is up and they loud. Get up early in the morning. I got to work. So just find a way how you can navigate the challenge. But also the biggest piece of navigating that challenge is being aware that there will be challenges, but don't let them stop you. Commit to consistency. I'm taking it back. I'm an educator, early childhood educator. And one of the things that in childcare is we teach kids consistent routines. Same thing. You're a kid, you learn a consistent routine. You're an adult. You got to commit to consistency. What does that consistency look like for you? Are you that person that say, hey, I want to start a business, or I want to write a book, I'm going to write a paragraph a day? Whatever it is, be consistent with it. Next thing is you want to harness the power of faith. That's a big one, y'all. Because I know I got some believers on here because y'all watching this, so I know you all are a believer. One of the things is faith. And faith is another whole level. But you got to harness that power of faith in whatever you do. It's going to be the faith that I'm going to get through this. It's going to be the faith that I'm going to launch to the next level in my career. It's the faith that I'm going to be a better parent. It's the faith that I'm going to start this business. It's the faith that I can write this book. It's the faith that I'm going to change lives. Because remember, faith is not the thing that you see. A lot of times, we can say, I have the faith, but what do you believe here in your heart? If you don't believe it in your heart, then you're really not harnessing the power of faith. Because you got to be in alignment. If you say it, you think it, you also got to believe it. It can't be, I'm saying I got the faith, but then in here you're not believing. So definitely harness the power of faith. And in my business, because I'm an early childhood educator, I'm a family childcare business. Hold up, I'm a 6-figure home-based childcare business owner. And it's a lot of people doing what I do. But one thing that I know with my faith is my gift will make room for me. And just like your gift will make room for you. It doesn't matter how many people are doing what it seems like the same thing that you're doing. Harness that power of faith and know that your gift will make room for you. Now, as I close out, I pray that this 6-step launch framework can help you get to the next level. Remember, launch, right? Leverage your strengths. A, access the situation, right? U, understand the path. N, navigate the challenges. C, commit to consistency. H, harness the power of faith. So as I close out, I do want to do a free giveaway. I know if y'all watching this, some of y'all probably already won some stuff, but I also wanted to do a giveaway. And this giveaway is not just your little traditional giveaway, y'all. It's valued at over $197. Matter of fact, let me show you. This is my newly launched workbook. It's called Launch Your Legacy, Manifesting Wealth. And with this workbook right here, it's actually 4 books in one. Yes, 4 books in one. So what I'm going to do for everybody that goes to www.launchyourlegacynow.com/free gift. I'm going to enter your name in a drawing, and I'm going to do a live drawing with everybody that registered. 1, I don't know, I might do 2. Don't hold me to it. But I'm definitely going to give away one of my workbooks because, like I say, it's 4 books in one. So no matter what level you are, one of the books is for those people who say, hey, you know what? I'm just starting out. I want to start a business. I don't know where to start. Part 1 in my book is all about your business structure. You may already be in business. You may be saying, you know what? I want to switch. I want to see which structure is going to give me more benefits. But that's another whole topic. The other part of my workbook is it's a whole section on writing that vision, making it plain, accessing where you at, back to leveraging your strengths. Another part in my workbook is manifesting the life and business that you want to live. And then that is all about manifesting, knowing the things that you want, which is in alignment with having the power of faith. And then last but definitely not least, the 4th section in my workbook is all about self-care. So no matter what you're doing, if you're saying, hey, I don't want a business, I'm happy working in my corporate job, you still need to make sure you're taking time for your self-care. So this workbook has something for everybody, no matter what level you are, because all of us, even just as a mom like me, you got to make sure you make time for self-care. Even as a business owner, you have to make sure you're making that time for your self-care. So once again, go to www.launchyourlegacynow.com free gift. And I'm going to do a drawing. And one blessed winner, who knows, might be two, but for sure, one blessed winner is going to win that workbook. It's valued at over $197, and you're going to get it for absolutely free. Y'all, my name is Dr. DeShonda Jennings, and it has been my absolute pleasure to share with you how you can go ahead and launch into your next level. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Have an amazing evening. Have an amazing morning. Even have an amazing night.
Wow. DeShonda Jennings, you were just phenomenal. And again, guys, sorry I couldn't be on camera, y'all, but it was definitely one of those days. And I hope you guys liked our little AI generated. Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all. If I was able to record another video, because they have done so many updates since I last recorded that, it would look even better. But I do plan to do a free masterclass. But can we give it up to DeShonda Jennings? Y'all, drop in the chat right now. Drop in the chat. Let us know what it was that you took away from today. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow for our live panel. Now, let me make sure that you guys also understand. See, every single day that you participate in the live conversations, right? That means that you go into the Facebook event chat within an hour of the live and post your takeaway, and it's got to be good, right? Your name gets added. Now, let's just say tomorrow your name is called to be one of the finalists for the giveaway. Well, every single day, even if your name is called, that you still participate, guess what? Your name is still added again. So when we do the final drawing, let's just say you've qualified and your name is listed more than 40 times. Your name will be listed 40 times on that final drawing. So even if your name was called, you don't want to stop showing up, because remember, 80% of success is showing up, y'all. And so show up. And you just never know. I might be doing a big grand prize for the person who has their name listed the most, because that means a lot about what is going to take place for your 2025. You still got time to catch up though, guys. So go and make sure to follow the instructions on the live page on how you can be able to add your name in multiple times. Also, please don't hesitate to invite other people. Tomorrow's panel will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, you must be there live in order to win. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 Pacific. You guys have a wonderful and blessed day. And shout out again to DeShonda Jennings.
I am amazing. No matter what.
Time that you recognize your culture most is when you step out of it.
This is a collaboration book, and you get a chance to read a chapter from each one of us, talking about leadership, talking about overcoming, talking about pushing through.
The original Kwame Edu has done was onerous. He could have died. They could have killed him. But yet he went to wars. So they gave him the key to the state. So for this symbol, we call it the Oman Safi, the key to the state. So that is the lock and the key.
You are actually influencing someone. Someone is watching you.
your decisions, the things you do and the things you don't do.
Being a leader doesn't mean you will always be liked. It is difficult. People will talk about you. People will laugh at you. Who do you think you are trying to do? And finish the sentence.